Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Let's go.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw.
They absolutely have to have this early on. Throw him short, let the throw flow. And that's normally short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've got to contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Bears at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting paid.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot, whirling in for the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. For him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build up because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 24, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Play action. It's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to come down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the 35 on second down, Fields. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Let's go. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flush down right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 yards remain for second down. Now it's Fields. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 7th timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action, Fields. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw out and flag.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Browns drive about to get started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's a throw that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach a point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Chubb again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. One-play action. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, still down quite a bit. Scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say
he's got a man, complete. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys control the football. He gave them everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's a real bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you got to figure, when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Fields now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Fields. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers, aren't
all about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Chubb on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Escaping the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football here on 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout as they continue to fuel big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT, and the Browns are going to take over Folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They go with Chubb on second down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like a turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. second and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark it off the way. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Fights through it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 77 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Here we go.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run to the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 9. A big play that time out of Chubb. 43 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were